Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them, because you helped me to make them. Your loving, Daddy.
One summer morning, James was in the siding. He was enjoying himself until Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "James," he boomed, "I would like you to take some scrap to the scrapyard," he said, and he walked away. "Why would a splendid engine like me want to take scrap to the scrapyard?" he said, until he looked in the corner. He saw Thomas and Percy shunting trucks. He had an idea. "Catch this one, Percy." "That was great fun, Thomas. Catch this one." James pulled up. "Thomas, Percy, would you guys like to do something special?" "Something special?" Percy said. "We'd love to," Thomas replied. "Well," James said, "I have to take scrap to the scrapyard, and later today I have to take milk to the dairy." "But," James said, "if you both take it for me, I'll shunt your trucks in return." "That's a great idea," Percy said. "I'll get straight to it." So the two engines puffed away. Instead of James doing as he said, he went back into his shed. This was a great idea," he thought. "Now they'll have to do their work, and I won't have to." Later, Thomas went to the depot. He got the scrap wagons and was on his way. Meanwhile, Percy went to the dairy and got his tankers. They were both looking forward for a fun afternoon because James would have been shunting all their trucks into place. Soon Thomas was puffing to the scrapyard. "Beep, beep," he said to himself. Well, he couldn't wait until he could go back to the yard and play with Percy. But he had to stop to get some water. Once he was done getting water, he was puffing back onto the main line. But a lousy signalman accidentally switched the points onto the wrong track that Percy was heading on. Meanwhile, Percy was shoving down that track that Thomas was on. "Beep, beep, beep," he also said to himself. They were both excited to go play in the yard. But they found themselves heading on the same track. They shut their eyes. They tried to stop, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the scrap flew in the air and landed on the ground. But a big chunk hit a building, and it smashed to the ground. But then a familiar face pulled out of the back. The scrap had landed on Sir Topham Hatt's car. Well, you two," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I thought that it was storming and big pieces of hail were hitting my car, but it ended up just being scrap from two clumsy engines. How did this happen?" "Sir," said Percy, "it wasn't us." "He's right," said Thomas. "Then how did this happen? James made us do his work." "Oh, really?" said Sir Topham Hatt. "Let me go have a chat with James." And he left. Sir Topham Hatt arrived at the shed that James was resting in. "James," he said, "I heard what you did to Thomas and Percy, making them take your trains. Now you have to shunt trucks for the rest of the day." "Yes, sir," James said sadly. "I won't do it again, sir." And the fat controller left.